I'm on. Sorry, I just completely forgot that. I forgot that I had actually pushed the button to go live. I was completely in a different place. So yeah, basic person. I'm okay. I'm okay. How are you? How are you doing? It's Sunday. Hopefully, it's been a good Sunday. You know, with sprinkles and chocolate sauce and stuff. Ah. I have no idea why. I got an itchy nose. Oh god. There we go. Gone. Whatever that was. Hopefully it's gone anyway. I'm fine, thank. That's good. Howard says, that's nice. Howard says, hey Tubbs, looking pretty cute today. Okay. I'm looking on my playback. I am a mess because I haven't had a shower yet. I was supposed to do that after I got changed, but basically when I got changed, I just got changed and then I was helping everybody load stuff into the car. I made everybody kind of an after event food thing, which consisted of basically just pita breads, some of them toasted, some of them buttered, and I had tuna and salad cream in my one. That's super good, super yummy. In my one, I had 4 as usual because, you know, piggy. And then what else did I do? Basically, I've been helping load the car because my partner is he's currently now gone for the week, so that's a bit sad. That's making that's both sad and happy at the same time. I don't know how. Okay, that's not a thing. That's both sad and good at the same time. It's sad, but it's good because he's taken my my aunt and my mother-in-law back home, and you know, that'll be nice because basically they deserve to be in their own beds and all that stuff, and like I need to do some stuff around here, so that's good. I've got his birthday to basically prepare for as well, so essentially it's nothing super exciting. One of the gifts I'm giving him is basically I'm going to be doing all of the gardening this week because I'm better now, and basically the garden needs it, so yeah. But yeah, I was supposed to have a shower and I haven't had a shower yet, but I'll probably not have a shower until tomorrow morning, which is fine. But how are you, Howard? And I have extra foods because I forgot after I made myself dinner after already eating a ton of stuff at the fair that basically I have leftover Chinese food and a bug crawling up my leg. Fuck off. There we go. I have leftover Chinese food, so I will be getting that out in a second. But first of all, I just wanted to go through the stuff that happened because it's a LiveTUBBS weekly. You know the drill, guys. I basically talk about what happened this week, and we go from there. You guys tell me what you liked, what you didn't like about this week's videos, and you know, if you have any questions, as usual, put them in the chat and stuff. And then we get on with the voting and just generally hanging out. I do not have any beer. We didn't get any beer again, but that's okay too because my Stein is still in here. It didn't go in the dishwasher, but I will be doing that in a minute. So yeah. Cool. I need a shower too, resting from a workout and need to get ready for work. What do you do, Howard, if you don't mind us asking? The royal us? No, just generally me wanting to know. So what I have for food is I've got, this is sweet and sour sauce. I love sweet and sour sauce. I dip my chips in it. I put it in sandwiches and like all that stuff. And lots of noodles and a bit of rice and chicken balls, which is just chicken breast that's been balled up. Yes, security. You've already told me that before. Sorry, I was just double checking. I work security. I've worked security. I don't think I'm doing it. I don't think I'm doing it this year at the sci-fi convention. I don't think I'm head of security this year. Next year at the sci-fi convention. But no, I do security a lot. I was going to say, I hope I got a fork because then I have to go back in the house, but I bought my fork, so that's good. And I'll leave this bag up so that I can put the rubbish in it when I finish. It just hangs on the hook very nicely. Okay. It's really good. I'd love to do it as an actual job instead of just being the volunteer security guy. I am basically just temporarily. I'm temporarily trained. You know, basically that I get like I get a temporary certificate and stuff like that because basically I have done the actual course, but I haven't done any of the refresher courses because I've never been hired officially as a paid security guy. I normally volunteer. I'm normally the volunteer security guy, so I don't actually. I have to do the training, but only the very brief side of the training. So you get a volunteer security certificate and stuff like that. I say volunteer. I was fucking chose. I didn't want to do security when it first started happening, but essentially, I was good at it. So yeah. Anyway. How do you like it? Well, security, yeah, it's great fun. It's great fun. The thing I don't like about it, because I'm as head of security at the sci-fi convention, whenever I actually have to do the security role, which is usually always somebody's always not at their post. So basically, I have to cover for them until I tell them off for being not at their posts. I end up like missing stuff. I hate missing stuff. And at the sci-fi convention, so that bag that I neatly put on the hook that I said was so perfectly put on the hook just fell off. There we go. So at the sci-fi convention, basically, some of the doors are open and I'm posted at them. And try to make sure that nobody gets into the security, into the area that isn't allowed, or doesn't have a badge, or like just a regular convention badge. And for the fancy ball, I'm basically the guy outside of the main door most of the time. So I don't really do the ball, but I don't really do the ball anyway because the ball is it's the sci-fi convention that I go to that I help run is basically. It's a fancy thing. It's a ball and a sci-fi convention. You know, it's called the the SF ball. You can look it up. But no, that means that there's a dinner and then there's fancy dancing and all that stuff. And basically, I'm outside for most of that. But I don't mind anyway because the dinner is so teeny. I had it like 1 year, and I was like, that was nice. Now, where's the next course? And it basically was like that was all you're getting. You basically get that, and then dessert. And it's like, but I'm a fat guy. You know? I had to go back to my room and order room service. It was so embarrassing. And I missed some of the cabaret that time. That was really annoying. But yeah, I basically now I'm a security guy. I basically get to have free crew pizza, and people leave a lot of free crew pizza. So basically I end up eating sometimes 4 or 5 pizzas, worth of pizza just for myself. And they're big pizzas because it's a big crew. So yeah, but I like it. I'm not sure how the certifications work over there. They make us carry a guard card. Yeah, we have to have one on our wrists. We can't have it on our badges and stuff. And what I do is I normally have Jeffrey saw I have a wrist armband, and I usually put I've got a key card holder on there, and what I normally do is I put the my security badge with my certifications on that instead, and basically I just show that whenever I need to, although it hardly ever is a thing, isn't it? So yeah. I need to switch to a different job. I didn't want to do security when I started out either. Really stresses out my social anxiety. I found it really is. I don't know. I'm fine. I thought that would be a problem too. But essentially, I'm fine. You know, I think it helps that basically, like, when I'm in the uniform and everything, I wear the red shirt original series Star Trek uniform because it's a sci-fi convention, and it, with the security symbol and everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. But no, like, I can rarely. Well, you can see me. I basically I can switch to the daddy scowl whenever I want to, and essentially that gets people in line. So it also helps that I was a glorified gym teacher when I was in the well, I'm in the Naval Reserves as a captain, and I did all of the cadet. I trained a bunch of cadets, so I know how to calm people down, stop fights and bullshit that happens. I know how to argue with people, and there's not much they can do about it because I'm security. There's not much people can do about it if, like, security's arguing with you, because you're kind of like the police force of your little area. It depends what you're security of, though, because it's a lot different if you're basically a glorified bouncer as opposed to like security for a store, or doing like a doorman position security. It's a lot different. So I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, it helps to a degree, making me face confrontations. Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that. I thought that's where I was originally going with this. You basically get to you have to deal with people. Because you have to deal with people, you have to deal with your own anxiety, I guess. You can't just walk away from it. But like I said, it depends on the security position, because basically you can, if you want to, just like shut the glass window of like a security desk position if somebody's being irritating to you, whatever. You can just be like, oh, I don't want to deal with you anymore because you're just not, we're just not getting anywhere, so you just have to leave, okay? Because I'm not talking to you anymore, and then close the window. I've actually done that on the security position, because basically, like, they were like, well, come on then, have a fight, and I was like, I was already outside, so I was like, you mean you want to take it outside? And they were like, yeah, I want to take it outside. I was like, well, I kind of don't. And I stepped inside, behind this glass door, and just shut the door, and was like, now I'm inside. Enjoy whatever you took outside. I just acted like I couldn't hear them through the glass. I did the miming thing. Oh, I love stories about those times, but I hated being in that situation. So yeah, confrontations, essentially, I hate them when they happen, but I love thinking up new ways of getting around confrontations as opposed to actually having confrontations. Because I've had actual confrontations, I've had physical confrontations, and they're kind of the same thing. You know, what you have to think about is that you have to try to think about not being hurt. You know, because think about being hurt as the same thing as being hurt in a argumentative confrontation, and it's like, it's fine. You know, I don't mind. It's like, if you hit me, it's just the same as basically you saying a bad word about me. It's not. It doesn't really matter, you know. Anyway, enough about the security stuff, unless you want to keep talking about the security stuff. But I want to get on with the show, and that is that basically we can talk about this after I've talked about what happened this week. And also, I really want to eat my food because I had an aspirin, and well, I had 2 aspirin, and I really want to eat my food so that I don't have a headache, stomach problems. I don't know exactly what happens if you don't eat after having aspirin. I think it is stomach problems or something. Anyway, yeah, I've got a weird headache thing. I think I caught a lot of sun today because I was outside for all of the day. That gnat bite is still not going away. Who knows? Anyway, enough of blabbering. Here we go. Okay, so the week began with Monday, and Monday was the I shot 2 things for the pup week. Pup week was a kind of a nice success. Considering I was operating under a little bit of duress on account of my aunt was here, so I couldn't actually do anything in the house, and I couldn't set up anything, and I didn't have access to like all of the shooting locations that I normally shoot at. Even out here, I had to be like quiet about it and stuff like that, and I'm sure nobody knew what was going on, but I was still kind of nervous about everything. But apparently those videos that I shot 2 videos in one evening, and basically I consider them 2 of my recent favorites, mainly because I got to use my lenses, and I got to fiddle with a bunch of a couple more editing tricks, and that was fun. That was fun. So I got a random message from somebody on my Facebook page asking me if I can pick them up or something. Like, what? Whatever. Who is that? Hope you feel better. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. But yeah, I'm talking about the pup vids. Yeah. The first pup vid was my more playful pup side, which doesn't happen that often, but it actually is a lot of fun when it does happen for both me and the pups involved. And then I did a picked up video, and then basically that was just a bunch of pictures from the Steam fair that happened, and that was good. That was great, in fact. A lot of people keep saying that they are talking about like time. They tell me a time code when I'm not even near a computer. That, you know, I get a message on my phone saying, like, from one of my friends that has seen it, saying it's like, oh, that was really cool that, you know, that Steam engine in this picture, and then they give me a time code instead of taking a screenshot and then sending it to me. You know, it's like, you know, how big was that? Because I can't tell from the things around it. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't get to I don't have the internet right now out here because I don't have unlimited data on my phone, because I wanted my phone to be free and it is, but the internet, I don't have unlimited data, so I have to be near Wi-Fi zone. So yeah, it was just funny, but that was real good success. And some of the pictures that come out of there from the Steam fair and from other videos and stuff, people really enjoyed. I think the art collage was also on there as well. So essentially, fun all round. And I'm already assembling the next pictures for the next one, the next pick dump, because I'm running out of space rapidly on my new phone. So all of these next pictures are going to come from my new phone. All of the last pictures from the pick dump were from this phone and this camera. So yeah, I've got to put that back because that's my entertainment. So yeah, hi Panda Fox. But yeah, and then after that I did the Daddy Dog video, and holy shit, that got like 1,000 views within like 24 hours. That was amazing because that's never happened. It never happened to me. 24 hours, 1,000 views. That's amazing for me personally. But then again, I don't look at the numbers, but it's just that you can't help but look at the numbers when I turn on my computer sometimes when I'm about to upload something. I basically, my web page starts up as my YouTube, the LiveTUBBS homepage. And basically it tells you all of the stats for the videos and stuff, like when it comes up, and I just happen to be looking at that spot on the screen when like when it happened. So it's like holy shit, that's amazing. So yeah, and then there was no more videos on the LiveTUBBS channel so for this week. And like I said, it's mainly because of shooting stuff was impossible while my aunt was here, because it was really irritating as well, because like we cleared out the living room, so we have a huge space in the living room where I wanted to shoot stuff, because it's just really interesting and really, I could get really low angles, and if Feet Week ever comes up, then basically I could have done a whole bunch of stuff for that, because yeah, I could put the camera on the floor, I could walk around in a circle, or I could do squish videos and stuff like that, and that would be great. But no, like I came back downstairs from getting changed after the 40s weekend, and I'd already put all the stuff back in the living room. And to make a video, I generally don't want to move the house around, so I might shift coffee table and basically do something, but yeah. But no, that was it. But I did a fuckload of editing. Like, you would not believe how much editing I've done, how much end credit, you know at the end of my LiveTUBBS videos I've got the end animation things. All those end animations come from me basically watching old stock footage that's public domain and picking out the exact moments where I see a cute furry animation, a cute inflation animation, a cute or watching an entire old movie and picking out like the kind of cute tubby guys in certain stuff, you know, certain old public domain footage, films and stuff like that. Hours, that's bloody hours work, hours and hours of work, that is. You will not believe how hard that is. Sometimes I just have it on in the background and I'm occasionally looking at the screen while I'm watching something or while I'm eating my lunch or something, but it still requires me to basically have to edit it afterwards, after I've watched it, you know, have to pick out the exact moments where certain people show up, picking out the frames and stuff like that. But yeah, Howard says, sorry to run on you all again. I'm glad your videos are doing well, Tubbs. Hope you guys in the room are doing well too. Talk to you later. I think that's what that means, TTYL. I thought he was going to say TTFN. I was like, oh, wow. You know. But yeah. Anyway, bye, Howard. I'll see you on again. I'm probably going to be on all over the week. So, yeah. Basically, this says, bye, Howard, lots of hugs. And Panda Fox says, bye, Howard, same to you. I'm still already knackered from today. Today's been crazy. But I will get into that. So, yeah. And this weekend, of course, has been the weekend of the 1940s weekend. It's the 1940s weekend in my local town, not my village. My village. I live in a village that orbits a town called Ramsey, which is a town that orbits a city called Peterborough in the UK. And if anybody knows where that is, and essentially Ramsey, the town, which I can see from my front door, because like I said, it's a little it's a little town, and I live in a really flat part of the UK, the flattest part of the UK, in fact, the windiest part too for some reason, probably because it's so flat. Duh. And I live in a village that's like just outside of it, about 3 miles outside of the town. But yeah, every year it does this thing called a 1940s weekend, and all it is basically a weekend that's oriented around the 1940s and the World War II, and like there's classic cars. They have a mini fun fair for the kids. They have a big top circus tent that they do like big dances in, and dance classes and just general events in it. They do like big bands in it, and like singing and jazz and all that stuff. I never go in there because of my hypersensitivity. The sound would kill me, but it's because it's a tent, it's always open, so I can always hear from anywhere in the event. It's a huge event. It covers 2 fields of 2 grass fields. It just completely covers them in stalls and stuff, and I love that. So why the late night stream, Tubbs? Shouldn't you be asleep? No, I'm fine. I'll get to that, Panda Fox. I will get to that. I forgot what it was. Yeah. So yesterday, 1940s weekend. Yesterday was awesome because it was basically food, beer, food, beer. And then it was over, basically. It was just like going to the food stalls, having a waddle around after being really full of like donuts and ice cream and all that stuff like that. Going to the beer tent and getting some beer, and basically walking around more stalls, walking around the reenactment stuff, and then having a proper dinner meal, in my case about 2 of them, and then more donuts. Oh, it was so good. Like, so good. Like, oh my god, so good. Oh. So I just noticed that the camera was on my phone that's being charged up because it died today. But yeah, after the 1940s weekend, of course, I went to one of my best friends, and basically had the Chinese food, which I'm eating the leftovers now, so that's nice. I'm gonna be like eating the leftovers now, and of course I did the late night stream after that one as well, which was basically me super happy and super stuffed and super bored because I had to wait to go to sleep because I'd get acid reflux otherwise. But yeah. Bear Buff's here. Hey, Bear Buff. So yeah, that was yesterday. So today happened, and today what's happened is basically I went to the 1940s weekend for the last day of the 1940s weekend, and didn't do as much eating, but I still was a pig. I still ate and got really nice and full and happy, and didn't want to walk after after the last meal. But of course, it was 5 o'clock, and that's when the event ended. So people were being kicked out. Stalls were packing up and all that stuff. Met up with like everybody. My mother-in-law really enjoyed herself. Mother-in-law really enjoyed herself. My aunt really enjoyed herself. My best friend really enjoyed himself. His partner really enjoyed himself, and his mum really enjoyed herself, and his dad really enjoyed himself. So like everybody really enjoyed themselves. We were a big crowd. So yeah. And yeah, it was kind of nice. We got to see a little bit of an air show, and that was quite good. It wasn't really an air show; it was a flyover. They've been getting worse, mainly because there's been a couple of bad air accidents at air shows in the UK. I don't know if anybody's heard about this, but essentially like the first time I went to the 1940s weekend, we had a stunt plane show. We had Spitfires flying over, lots of them. Then we had a Lancaster bomber, which is one of the biggest World War II era planes, flying over us several times. And yeah, awesome. But ever since then, we've seemed to have like a plane removed each time for each year after that. And this time we basically got one Spitfire today, and it was an air show, and it flew over a few times, and it went away. I have got pictures, and it will be included in the pic dump whenever basically my phone is full and it needs to be discharged into the computer. So I've got a couple of pictures of that, so you guys will see it eventually. So yeah, that was good. I had pizza. They had pizza. I had a couple of the personalized pizzas. The like that big, you know, that big. So I had pizza. I didn't eat as much as I did on the Saturday, but I ate pretty well. I still had all of my donuts and all of the leftovers, because like nobody can eat all of their donuts. You get a little tray of donuts. There's like 6 in a tray, and basically like a tray that big. You know, the tray is about this big, and it's full of donuts, little donuts, and sauce, chocolate sauce or cream. And basically, nobody could finish their freaking donuts. It's like I had a couple from my friend's partner, and I had a couple from my friend, and I had my partner's donuts as well as my own stack of donuts. So, and so much ice cream. But then again, yeah. Pizza, you just can't go wrong with it. Yeah, it was so cool. It was food stalls, and then there was this one little kind of like we have like burger vans and stuff in the UK. They're basically just trailers that are just like caravans that have been converted into like little kitchens. And you go up to them and you ask them for like food and stuff. And yeah, I have my burgers. I had my burger as well. I've got to remember that. I had my burger, and I had my jacket potato as well, because jacket potato is yummy. But yeah, they had one that was it had wood paneling on the outside of it, and on the inside of it, it had a pizza oven, like a big pizza oven, and they were actually doing the pizzas there. And it's like, that's just so weird in the UK. That's just so weird to have pizza, like mini pizza ovens. So yeah, that was today. I did see the pizza yesterday, but I didn't want the pizza. I wanted the jacket potatoes yesterday. I just wanted my burger and then something exotic. I was hoping that there'd be a noodle bar, because I really fancied noodles, but I ended up having Chinese after we found out that there was no noodle bar yesterday. So, because I really like the noodle bars, I really like noodles, which is probably why the leftovers today. That's everybody else's noodles because I ate all my noodles yesterday. So yeah, I don't know which to have first. I've got this, and I've got the chicken balls, which are just balls of chicken. So yeah. Anyway, that was my week. Like, let me know what videos you liked this week. Let me know if anything you didn't like this week. Or any comments or that you have about this week, or questions that you have about this week, or just let me know what you did this week, and we can have a nice, good chat. So, yeah. And here we go. So we've got Bear Buffers. Obviously, that was a massive gathering. I like events with food on the side. It's like homemade. Oh, well, it was huge. It was 2 fields of stalls, exhibits, a mini fun fair, car show, a big circus tent that they had like bands playing in and stuff, and they had a ring as well that they would occasionally get the cars to go around in, but it wasn't as good as the Steam Fair one. You know, they had no, there was no permanent seating or anything. They provided chairs. I didn't get stuck in a chair this time. I found some sturdy metal chairs that like proper metal tubing, so I could sit down all I wanted while I was eating, so that was good. So yeah, M Best is here, and he says, what about Donna? It tastes good too. Okay, they didn't have any, there was no kebab place, there was no kebab van or anything like that. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's actually a good point. I don't know why there's no kebab bits at these places, because I love kebabs. I love I have a doner pitta. I have like they've got this new thing called a jumbo doner pitta, and it's like huge. It's like this big, and it's just filled with doner meat, and I love that. I especially love the sweet chili sauce. I don't like the salad, mainly because whenever I've had salad on a doner, on doner pizza, they always put just onion. And that's not salad. Onion alone is not salad. Red onion, maybe, but I'd still need some, you know, nice iceberg lettuce to go with it. Bebuff says, "Wow, 2 fields. That is awesome." It's good. It's good. They're pretty big fields as well. They're well, they're big in the UK. They're not that big compared to, you know, American fields where they can be like literally miles and miles and miles across. But they're big. I say that, but even in the UK, we've got some pretty big fields like that, especially over here. But these are chicken balls. They're just battered chicken. That's it. That's all it is. It's just savory battered chicken. And what you do is you get your leftover sweet and sour sauce, because I love sweet and sour sauce. Tubbs, do you like doner meat? Yeah, why not? Of course I do. I'm a fat guy. I'm a fat guy that likes beer. Fat guys that like beer always like kebabs and doner. What's not to like? Oh. Panda Fox, you asked me why I'm up late. I wanted to get, well, This was a bad idea. Eat while I'm talking to you guys. Bad idea. Yeah, Panda Fox, you asked me why I'm up late. I'm up late because basically I can't sleep. I'm exhausted because I've been doing nothing but walking around all day. But I'm not tired, exhausted. I feel, you know, worn out a little bit. Also, I had to eat this, and I decided to eat this while I talk to you guys. And like I said, that's a mistake. Otherwise, I would have just done this. I just would have done the LiveTUBBS weekly thing tomorrow, and I'd rather not. Ember says I'm the master of kebabs. Okay. Ember says if you guys come to Berlin, I will show you what is kebab. Okay. I thought you said you were in Romania. Where the fuck are you, Embest? By the way, I'm coming to Berlin in February. I'm going to Berlin in February. Huh. Oh. Bebov says you're enjoying your chicken. You're enjoying this chicken balls, don't you? Yeah, they're just balls of chicken. That's battered. What's not to like? I really like Chinese, the Chinese chicken balls, because they use kind of like a savory batter, not a crispy batter. It's kind of like it's kind of soft, and if you refrigerate them, like the day after, you know, if you put them in the fridge after you basically ordered them, then they kind of go soft and squishy, and they're really good for using up the rest of the sweet and sour. These aren't my chicken balls. I already ate all of mine on the day. These are actually my partner's, but he's not here anymore, so I better eat this before it goes off. Oh. Mm. Ember says Bulgaria. You're from Bulgaria, right? Yep. I remember you saying you're from Bulgaria, or that you're Romanian, but then you were Turkish. When originally you were saying that you were in like North Korea or something. That's all I'm questioning, you know, because you basically weren't telling me where you were, but when I asked, you said that you were in Bulgaria or Romania and stuff, and I was like, okay. I have no problem with wherever you are. I'm just saying, yeah, it's a bit inconsistent where you say you are. That's all I was saying. North Korea was a joke, mate. Oh, again with the mate. It's stupid and childish. That's a big one. Wow. That's not a one-bite chicken ball. That is not. Oh, and at the time, you were not joking, it seemed. Anyway. Romania was a question about geography. Not how you spell geography, but again, I'm dyslexic. I don't know any better. Oh. Mm. Mm. So you work in Berlin. Do you live in Berlin? Oh. I'm only asking because, like I said, I'm coming to Berlin in February. Yes, you work in Berlin. Do you live in Berlin is what I'm asking. Like, technically, I work in Australia because the company that I work for is Australian. Oh, I'm going to Vegas, Beb. I'm going to Vegas from the 4th. That's a 4th, to from the 4th to the 9th. I get there. I get into Vegas on around about 3:30 p.m. and I leave on the 9th. I leave Vegas on the 9th at about 9 p.m. Are you super serious about coming to Vegas? Because I'm super excited if you do come to Vegas. That'd be like the best birthday present ever. Oh. Ember says, if you want, I will send you coordinates from the kebab place. You just tell me, what it's called. Because if you tell me what it's called, then I can just look it up on my phone, when I get there. But no, I love kebabs. Kebabs are yummy. Well, I love doner pitas. I've had just the doner meat on its own, and that's shit. Because it's just doner meat, and it's like, it gets boring after a while, Oh no, I've got sweet and sour on my mouse pad. Mouse pad? Mouse pad. Ugh. Annoying. Excuse me. Basic person says LiveTUBBS, lots of hugs, snuggles, and kisses for you and your sexy belly night, everyone else. Oh, stick around. Stick around. Have you gone yet, basic person? I hope you haven't. Please don't have gone already, because I'll give you a quick belly show of my already full belly. I'm just kind of like, yeah. Please, basic person. I think he's gone. No, stay. Good boy. There it is again. I just made that mess. That's the sweet and sour sauce that spilt all down me and onto my mouse pad. But there it is. A little bit less stuff from the other night. I could actually move it around a little bit. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that, dudes. Have a good night, have a good sleep, have a good rest. And let me know how your leg's doing tomorrow. Because I will be here. I might even be on here twice. I don't know yet. Mbest has given me the actual coordinates to the kebab place, I'm assuming. Huh. No, I'm sure that's fine. You can eat real kebab only in Berlin. No. But I appreciate your passion for this kebab place. Ember says only. Okay. Bearbuff says, don't know yet, dude. I don't want to get excited about, but I hope I can make it this time. I always keep things to go by the flow. That's fine. Dude, I totally understand. I totally understand. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm only going to be there for a short time this time. I stayed in Vegas for 2 weeks last time, and you know, once you're out of gambling money, if you're going to go there to gamble, and once all of your friends have basically gone back to work, there was nothing for me to do besides just lounge by the pool, and that was nice, but I got bored. So it was fun. I wish there was more to do. Yeah, I wish I basically had more friends there so that I could enjoy it. And a bunch of my friends are going to be there anyway for this one event. So that's why I decided to go during that time. And I got a free ticket to the event. Actually, no, that's not true. But no. But yeah. Oh, Basic Person says, night everyone. Thanks, Tubbs. Anytime, dude. Again. Come online tomorrow and let me know how your leg's doing and stuff. I honestly want to see you better, dude. Beoff says, so it's 5 nights. Yeah. Have we read that one, haven't I? Panafox says, night basics. Basics? Basic. Okay, so now I've got noodles. Oodles of noodles. Can't open the thing. Oh, this has got beef in it. Can I get food poisoning of beef? That's beef. I don't know if you can see it, but that brown patch just there is beef. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, there's prawns in this as well. So, yeah. Bored in Vegas? Well, when you got no money, then yeah, you get bored in Vegas. When you got no money and no friends, then basically you get bored in Vegas. Yeah. Panafox says, I'm nervous about tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, Panafox? What's going on? I didn't mean to sound like mean just now. But saying, you know, what's going on? Yeah, what's wrong now? I didn't mean it to sound like that, honestly. I was just, I was concentrating on not doing what I just did. I was trying not to get this fork on my dirty desk because I need to eat with this fork. And basically, it just touched the desk. But whatever. I start my classes tomorrow. Ooh, that's exciting. You know. New people, new challenges, new ideas, new things. Lots of new. I know that can be a bit overwhelming for some people, but like you just got to see it as exciting in a good way. You know, because you don't know. It could all go fine. Everything might be okay, and I just got sweet and sour on my dirty finger that I picked my spoon up off of my dirty desk on. It's just a bit of dust that's on my desk, so. Panafox, I think Bebuff means what are you taking in college? You know, what's your? I don't know what they call it in the States. In the UK, it's just classes. So I don't know what they call it in the States. You call it like majors and minors and stuff. Ooh, I'm going to try the Singapore noodles. I'm going to try. I've eaten this already. I'm going to eat more of the Singapore noodles. Singapore noodles. Fox, you told me this before, so I thought it was digital arts. Is it a really like nice college? Like, do they give you access to like all this cool tech and stuff for you to do it on? Do your digital art on? Because I basically know that there's like I was talking to somebody that was in a kind of a shitty college, and they only had like one really nice tablet, you know, tablet drawing pad thing, and an iPad for everybody else basically. So you had to kind of like rent out space or something for this, for the really nice tablet. I don't know how it works. Oh, you're so lucky, dude. You're gonna have a blast. So when I went to college and I used CAD for the first time, CAD is a 3D. You know, you create stuff in 3 dimensions on the computer in CAD. and I got to use CAD for the first time. That was a blast. And yeah, that was ages ago. That was like 10 years ago. Is that weird? It was 10 years ago. Got a bit of indigestion, sorry. But yeah, I used to have so much fun on that. But you got to, you know, I got so distracted by playing with it so much that I never did. Oh, indigestion. Ah, there we go. I never did any of my actual work on the CAD. I just was playing with it so much. Yeah, digital art is actually really awesome. Like I said, I wish I went to college and learned that stuff when I was younger, because like when I was actually at college, I really hated it. I went to college and wanted to be an architect, and I studied all of this. Yeah, I was expecting it to be really fun, cool, and learning about the construction industry and stuff like that. And then I found out it was all paperwork and no design really. It was all paperwork and lots of bullshit about like how companies move around and stuff like that. And I was like, even if this is just the beginning classes, I don't want to be associated with this. This is not what I thought architecture would be. You know, I want to be a builder and designer or something like that. So I just left. But if you already know a lot about digital art already, or are passionate about learning about more about digital art, then you will get to find your niche very, very quickly, and it will be great. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that you drop out, and you don't enjoy it, and you drop out, and bummer. Just pick something else to do. That's how I survived. That's how I've just somebody said to me that I've had like so many jobs in the past, and I'm only just getting to 30, and I was like, yeah, because I haven't found what I want to do yet. Whenever something gets boring, I just I move on to the next thing. This needs more sweet and sour. I train hundreds of newcomers, and I was ranked #1 trainer for 3 years in a row. So I'm telling you because I know. I nearly knocked my sweet and sour sauce. Why do they make sweet and sour sauce? This is really dangerous stuff. Because if this gets in like the keyboard or on my desk, then it's screwed. My desk is screwed. I have to just completely get a new desk because it will just destroy the desk. It's really dangerous stuff because like if it gets on the keyboard, it's not getting out ever getting out of the keyboard. And it will screw the keyboard up like a lot. And because it's a laptop, it will screw the computer up. But no, why do they make these cups so flimsy and so easily knocked over? I mean, I like that they come with lids, because that means that it doesn't happen. But holy shit, if this got anywhere on my computer, I'd be screwed. I mean, it's bad enough that it's got on the mouse mat, because that's going to be a sticky patch forever until I remove the mouse pad from my desk. But no, I just have to get a new desk if it gets on my desk. Panabet Fox says, "Oh, thanks, Bearbuff. You're like dad I didn't have." Where's Jeffrey? Where is he? Not that I'm not enjoying talking to you guys. I'm just like, where's Jeffrey? I've been online for ages now, and no Jeffrey. Although he did tell me not to come on today, but yeah. The focusing on each class bit that Beroff just said. Yes. Oh, and do your fucking assignments. Oh, I suck at coursework. I suck at like deadlines. I suck at that. I can't do that. So essentially, it's like a test to me. It just when I'm given a deadline, I'm like, well, I've got until then. So basically, end up not doing it until that day. But if you say to me that basically, oh, it needs to be in by whenever, then basically I would do it like the next day. I would just do it then. Because I might as well get it over and done with now. But if I'm given a deadline, I will do it like on the day that the deadline is. And my tutors hated that when I was in college. Like, holy shit. So yeah, if you're given an assignment, just assume that is the day that it is the day that it basically needs to be in by. Because I suck at that's just me though. But You know what I mean? Just do coursework. Oh god. But yeah, focus on each class. And when you're not focusing on focusing on each class, when you're doing assignments, like do them like right away. Because you can always do stuff later after the assignments. You know, that's the thing that I never got. That I never get when I'm given assignments. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. Then I'll go do something fun. Okay, I can offer some, you know, for taking tests, you know, like exams and stuff. I've got brilliant advice because I give this advice, and they always, anybody that I've said this advice to, basically has always been like, "That was great, thank you so much. That would have murdered me later." But yeah, if you got like exams and stuff, then I've got great advice. I can do exams. You know, I suck at them, but I can do them because they're not coursework. But yeah. But yeah, if you're doing exams, I don't know if there are. Do you have exams and stuff? Digital art? I'm not sure if you do. But essentially, like, get a textbook and copy the textbook. You know, write down word for word what the textbook says. You know, read it, digest it, write it down. You know, read it, digest it, write it down. If you do that enough, then basically, you know, if you write down enough of this information, then it's essentially more ingrained. So basically, you can remember it for the exam. You know, all the bits that you need for the exam, you've already written because you remember writing it and you remember what's written. And yeah, it's a basic cycle. But like, because I'm kind of like a counselor to a bunch of teenagers a lot of the time when they're going for their GCSEs and O levels and stuff, essentially, like, I give these guys this advice, and they do so well. And I wish that I had the same advice, because I found this out by accident. I was bored one day in a geography class, and I had a GCSE kind of like, you know, what, a mock paper, and you know, it's basically like, it tells you like what kind of questions they'd ask and what kind of answers they'd give you. And I was bored. I was really bored because we were talking about the Antarctica. We were talking about Antarctica, and I was I basically had read this stuff before, and I'd watched all of the documentaries and did all of this stuff, and basically I was going through this this booklet, and to look busy, I basically just started to you know, read it, and was just like copying it down and basically doing my own little illustrations whenever there's an illustration and stuff like that. And basically, don't type it out. Don't type it out, because apparently that doesn't work as good. I read that somewhere. That was quite funny. But yeah, like, if you write it by hand, I wrote all this stuff down by hand, and when the geography, I've got an A in geography. I would have got an A star if it wasn't for my coursework on geography, but no, I got an A because basically it was so fucking easy. I was like, why didn't I do that? You know, that was one of my last exams as well. That was one of my last GCSEs, and yeah, I got an A in it. all the other ones I did kind of shit on, except for science and math. You know, I basically got, you know, both my sciences, because we got chemistry and biology. Chemistry, biology, physics, and you can pick 2 in the UK to do the thing on. And I got no, it's biology and physics, and I basically A-starred both of those because physics is my favorite friend. But yeah, and geography, and the only reason why I got geography was because I did this little trick and basically just copied out this little textbook in class one day, and like it saved my geography. Panafox, enjoy your college as much as you can, because later you'll face some badass managers that could turn your life into hell. Don't. I thought Panafox had a job. Like I thought that Panafox has had a summer job or something. Panafox, were you the guy that I gave the drawing advice to? I'm pretty sure that they had either Panda or Fox in their name. Yes. You showed me some of the artwork or something. That was you, wasn't it? I'm not talking just crap about somebody else, am I? I don't remember names. You know this about me, guys. These noodles are really good. Like, oh my god. Cold noodles with sweet and sour sauce on them. Mm. Mm. Now I've got the rice, and that's got prawns in it, so hopefully that won't kill me. Oh, look, a prawn. It's going to be really boring to people in the playback. People watch this in the playback. They're just going to see me eating and be like, this isn't fun. I bet the retention time is going to just be rock bottom. Is this pink, by the way? This rice? Because I'm colorblind, but it's matching the color that's around it, so it's either pink or green, and I don't want to eat green rice. I think it's pink. I think it's fine. It tastes yummy. Mm. Panafox, Panafox, I don't want to assume that all Americans, that that America basically is just one little country where basically everybody lives just a couple of cities away from each other. Kind of like the UK. But that's not true. The UK is massive. But What are you doing around about April, you know, early April next year? Mm. It's always started like is seeing you eating. Then they will be your biggest fan, and they will still don't know why. Just my charisma. I don't have charisma. Do I have charisma? I think I've got like a cream for that or something. What's charisma? Like I've said the word, and I'm pretty sure I know what it means. I think maybe, but I don't really know what it means. You know, is it like machismo? You know, attitude. So I'm putting more dangerous goop on my food because my food needs more dangerous goop. Oh. Mm. Oh, sweet and sour, so good. Awesome goop ever. One of the most awesome scoops. Sweet and sour chips or fries. So yummy. So dragon growl. So it's like it's just character, isn't it? Charisma. I mean, that's where the word comes from, at least. Character. Do I have character? Like, I'm my own personality, I'm my own character. Holy shit, this rice is so good. Mmm. Mmm. I hate this because once I finish with this rice, I'm going to need more rice because it's just so good. Or is it just a sweet and sour? I guess in England they are popular with fish and chips. Sweet and sour? No. Do you know what they give you with fish and chips? This annoying pot of what do they call it? Oh, what do they call it? It's like a lemony mayonnaise sauce stuff. I don't know what it's called. I've forgotten what it's called. That's what they give you with fish and chips. You know, it's not actually fish and chips. You know, it's not actually ketchup, and it's not salad cream, which is what I want with my fish and chips. Salad cream. Excuse me. They give you this annoying pot of something, and it's a little pot of lemony mayonnaise. That's all it is. It's mayonnaise that somehow got lemon in it. But yeah, when you get fish and chips, you usually get either that stuff or the choice of ketchup, and that's it. Occasionally, you get regular mayonnaise, or you get salad cream. Like I put salad cream on my chips. Sour cream? No, it's not. We don't get salad. We don't get sour cream. It's lemony mayonnaise. I don't know how to explain it. It's actually got a name. It's not sour cream. It's close to sour cream tasting, but it's more it's more herby It's more herby. Oh god. But no, I like salad cream. Salad cream. Mm. I think it begins with an E, but I'm not entirely sure. Ah, you, Bearbuff, you've got some. You've made a riddle in my head. Can't remember what that's called. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm super gassy right now because I'm making room. I can actually put my chair back because there we go. Oh, better. Oh, what's it called? What is it called? What is it called? I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's driving me crazy. I'm probably gonna remember it the second that the web page is about to load. So I now got rice in my mouth. I'm gonna be dealing with that for the next 2 hours. Just finding random bits of rice in between my teeth and shit. Fish and chip. Sauces. How do you spell sauces? S-U. Survey. No. How do you spell sauce? Oh, there it is. S-A-U. What? No, not Bing. I didn't want to check Bing. I got an image of the stuff that I was talking about. Tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. Doesn't begin with an E at all. Tartar sauce. Fuck you, tartar sauce. You don't need to be anywhere near my fish and chips. Fuck you, tartar sauce. Give me salad cream or barbecue mayo or something, you know, but not fucking tartar sauce. It's tartar sauce. That's what I was trying to remember this entire time. Fucking tartar sauce. Oh. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, tartar sauce. I can't remember fucking tartar sauce. Like when I searched for like fish and chip sauces, you know, I basically was like, you know, this is gonna end me when I found out the name of this, because you know, this has been on my mind for fucking ages now. I can't remember the name of this sodium sauce. So I'm just putting all the rubbish in the rubbish bag. Because that was yummy. So that was like does that count as a dinner? Because essentially that's my third dinner today. I'm happy about that. I was telling my friend who I'm going to see in Vegas, the guy I'm actually going to meet, the guy who actually I'm going to stay with in Vegas. I was telling him that basically I want to try to break my buffet plate record. You know how many buffet plates I've eaten in one sitting. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've got to do that too. You know, I've been stuck at 6 for ages." And I was like, 6. That's cute, real cute. I was like, I don't know if he's joking or if he's serious or if he's just mocking me. I'm pretty sure he knows my buffet, like my buffet record. You know, my minimum, my average and my record, and I was like, because he was there last time. I'm sure he was there. But yeah, I still can't. I'm still not looking at the chat because I can see the word tartar sauce in capital letters. Fucking tartar sauce. Suck my ass, tartar sauce. But isn't it wrong that tartar sauce exists? Isn't it wrong? Isn't it shit that tartar sauce exists? I mean, fuck you, tartar sauce. I really do hate tartar sauce. No. It made me forget its name. That's how annoying it is. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'll stop saying the word tartar sauce. Okay, the words tartar sauce. No, I'll shut up. I'll stop it. I will. Honest. Battlefield says it's okay. Chinese food gives me gas too. Well, I don't think it was the Chinese food. I think it was oh no. I had beans on a baked potato. So it was probably just beans, baked beans. Something that you don't get in the US. I don't think you can't get. I was looking for baked beans the last time I was in the US. Actually, last time I was in Vegas, and you can't find baked beans. I even looked me and the friend that I was staying with that time. We went to a specialty World's Food shop, and you couldn't find baked beans in there. The best that they've got is these they're kind of like black beans. They're not black beans, but they basically look like baked beans, but they're black. That's the best that they got. And even they tasted a bit off. I didn't know. The sauce was just a bit too thick. You know? So yeah, I read those anyway. Baked beans. And if you know anybody from the UK, then you know the limerick that all of the British people know about baked beans. You know, beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. That's all it is. But yeah, baked beans in the UK. Baked beans are something that I just can't find them in the US. I don't know why. But yeah, okay. I think the words tartar sauce are going away slowly. They keep reappearing in the chat every now and again. Bella says, how many friends are you going with? What, to Vegas? I'm just going by myself, but I'm meeting up with one of my friends that I met there last year, who's very much into the pup stuff, and will be my pup for the duration of the stay, which will be fun. That's the only confirmed friend. Oh, and the guy that I met in Manchester as well. He's in the one of the Pick Dump episodes. So I'm meeting him there as well. But no, it's more the location. I just want to go back to Vegas because it was, it was nice, and everybody's always nice there. All the service people are always nice. All service people are nice in America anyway. In my experience, but in Vegas, holy shit, do they treat you like a king? And it's so good. It's so good. Plus, the Fun Hog Ranch is there, and I want to go back there so badly. It's one of my favorite places on the planet. So, yeah, it's like I got free drinks there. That's the first time that's ever happened in my life. I got free drinks. and I got like seriously flirted with. Like, holy shit! Was this one guy just kind of like almost creepy with how obnoxiously into me he was. You know, but I was super excited about just being in the bar in general. But basically, I didn't notice really that much of it until we were standing outside. So it was like, like, okay, this guy wants to suck my dick, and I might let him. But yeah. So yeah, I'm meeting up with a fair amount of my friends there who will be going to the bear event that's going to be on during my stay. So yeah, if you do come bear buff, let me know and I will book you a ticket to the bear event. I will need to know before a certain date because the ticket prices get more and more expensive the closer it is to the actual event. But until I think it's like November or something, they're £50 a ticket, $50 a ticket, which is totally fine because that's within my price range. So yeah. So yeah. Rude Dad says, evening Tubbs. Hey, it's nice to see you here again. Bearbuff says, who can forget the name? Oh, damn it. Stop it. Every time you write tartar sauce into the chat, I have to read it and have to remember bullshit tartar sauce. That stuff is nasty. It's like mayo was raped by lemon. I can't put it any better than that. Mayo that has been raped by lemon. that's basically it. Rude Dad says, beans always give me gas, 1 tin and 6 hours later, and I'll be farting all night. Okay, that's great information. And Rude Dad says, I managed to find baked beans in the US, $4 a tin. What the fuck? Do you know how much they cost here? They're almost free. They're here. They're fucking everywhere here. So much so that they're almost free. Baked beans everywhere. They're almost one of those not luxury foods. Fly just jumped into the bug zapper. That's good. So yeah, that's how easy it is to get freaking baked beans in the UK. That's how easy it is. Like, seriously. So to find out that they're $4 in the US is just, that's criminal, that is. But seriously though, in the UK, I think that my brand of baked beans, it's not Heinz, although that seems to be everybody's brand of baked beans in the UK, is actually just 35 pence. You know, it costs the same as a newspaper. And newspapers are dirt cheap in the UK. They're like 20p. I don't know if you know what that means. Oh dear, I've lost the chat. Here we go. Because I'm trying to read everything in the chat, so. In the States, they call it kidney beans, I guess, and they are dark. Yeah, they're probably the stuff that I had because they were like baked beans. They were the same size as baked beans, but they were slightly flatter. Whereas baked beans in the UK, baked beans are just round. They're these miniature, smooth potatoes. That's all they are. They're just really round, tiny little things. And if you eat tons and tons of them, then they make your poop bumpy. I'm not kidding. Like, many a time have I gone on a baked bean binge because I really like baked beans. I actually do like baked beans. I like them cold and hot, and they're just yummy. But no, I've gone in a baked bean binge, and then basically gotten up from the toilet, and turned around to flush the chain, and basically like accidentally looked down and seen like bumpy poo. I'm like, what the fuck? Why have I got orange bumps all over my poo? And it's it's because your body doesn't they're high in fiber, and they're good in good cholesterol and all that stuff. All the nice stuff. Brilliant for, like, they've got lots of like minerals and vitamins in them. But your body can't process all of them. So of course it comes out in your poo. Sometimes some of them come out in your poo. But yeah, it's just I love baked beans. So yeah, it wasn't kind of like kidney beans. I mean, it was kind of like kidney beans, but it was black and purple and weird. Jeffrey's here. So that's cool. Finally, Jeff. Like, holy shit. What has it been, like an hour into the stream? It's not telling me how long I've been on stream. How long have I been on stream, guys? Yeah, an hour and a half. I've been on for an hour and a half. So yeah, sorry, Jeff, but you didn't get the notification. I don't know what's going on with that. But if you remember, in the early days of the LiveTUBBS live streams, a lot of people weren't getting notified right away, and I think it just might be a thing that your computer needs to be trained to get these to get me on stream. So it's fine. It will hopefully it won't be a problem for long. Then he's saying hello to everybody. Hello. Jeffrey says, Tubbs, you are funny. I didn't know you didn't like tartar sauce. Damn it, dude. Damn it, we just got on off of tartar sauce. Every time you say tartar sauce, you have to make me read the word tartar sauce, and then I remember what it tastes like, which again, I love this description. I'm going to use this again at some stage. It's like mayonnaise was raped by a lemon. So tartar sauce. Mayonnaise that's been raped by a lemon. That should be on an advert somewhere for tartar sauce. It fucking sucks. Yeah. Rude Dad says you can get them for 30p a tin in Asda. If you get the really cheap ones, the Asda, the Tesco's value ones. The Tesco's is a supermarket in the UK. If you get the Tesco's value ones, they're like, I don't think they're even 20p. Honestly, they might as well be fucking free. This is what I'm trying to say. You can get them for dirt cheap, and there's not much difference between the 20p ones and the 50p ones, that the higher brand ones. So you can get them for dirt cheap. They are literally basically free baked beans. They are what we basically essentially, like, nobody in the UK can starve, because baked beans are so cheap and they're so good for you that basically, anyone can afford them, is what I'm trying to say. I know that if I was ever homeless, that basically I would never go starving, because I could always afford baked beans. If I was suddenly made homeless, I could always afford some baked beans. So that's how easy it is to get baked beans in the UK. Anyway, enough about baked beans. Great big hugs to everyone, and Jeffrey's still saying hello to everyone all the time with the please, which is nice. I do appreciate it, Jeffrey. You make everybody feel welcome, and it's a nice thing. I do try not to miss people myself, but occasionally somebody does go through the cracks. Hopefully that hasn't happened in a while, though. I don't remember it happening for a while. Jeffrey Griffin says there's a brand called Bush's Baked Beans here in the US. They are very good. I'm sure you would like them, Tubbs. I've not heard of these. But Who knows? I'll keep an eye out next time I'm in Vegas. When I get to Vegas, apparently I'm going from the airport to my hotel room, and then me and my friend are basically going to go to a store and stock up on things like beer and all of the stuff that we want in our hotel room while we're there during the bear event. So what does your shirt say? It says kaboom, and I said that in a Scottish accent because it's just it's actually like it's more like a Russian accent. Kaboom. And that's only because basically when I wore this shirt in public once, basically a drunk Russian guy was basically, he pointed at me and says, and it was like this, kaboom. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep walking now, thanks. But it was just so random, just randomly pointed at by a drunk Russian going kaboom, kaboom. It was weird. Rude Dad says in America they say beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. It just doesn't have the same ring to it. Are you talking about the British limerick, which is beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. I think it might be because the English version, which is far superior. It's not, because I'm not English, so I don't give a shit. But the English version might be better sounding on account of it's praising the health benefits as well as the funny side of things, whereas the beans, the musical fruit version is just praising their ability to make sound. But yeah, and I've come to the end of the chat. Wow, what did it take? Just like a lot of leftover Chinese food and me trying to avoid a certain sauce that comes with fish and chips in the UK, which you will not spam the chat with, please. Because if I have to hire a hitman and all that stuff, then that's just so much paperwork. And yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather not kill people. I'm going to sleep. Take care. All. Catch you later, Jeff. Oh, bye, Beboff. Did you want to stick around just for a little bit longer so you can make a vote or see my belly? Which one do you want to do? If any of them, if either one you want to do, you can do both. I do not mind. Has he gone? I think he's gone already. Rude Dad says curry sauce with chips for me every time. I know where you're coming from. I do. Curry sauce is nice with chips. It's just that it's not my everyday thing. If I could, I would have sweet and sour sauce with chips, but it's never. It's not available in sauce bottles and or jars or anything to put on my plate. So essentially, I can't have sweet and sour sauce with my chips. But I do like salad cream with chips. Unless I have salted and vinegared my chips. I don't always do that because it's not very good. It's not very good for you. Plus, I find that salad cream with chips basically is just better than salt and vinegar and chips, and then mayonnaise, because that's what I normally have. I have mayonnaise because things like ketchup already have a lot of salt and vinegar in them. So yeah. But yeah, I can't see myself having curry sauce every time I have chips, but I do know what you're talking about. Curry sauce with chips, not bad. you know, you can't beat salad cream or sweet and sour. You can't. It's just so good. Right. Ah. Remember when I was talking about those little bits of rice that hide in your mouth? Those bits of dry rice that hide in your mouth? That I'll be dealing with for the next 2 hours. One of them just tried to kill me when I breathed in after the word right. Ah. Ugh. I'm gonna need a drink after. Oh, I'm nearly out of fizzy. Oh shit. I won. Is Beboff gone? I did ask if he wanted to see my tummy and or vote in the weekly category thing, but I think he's gone already. I'm sad now. But no, I'll do the weekly category thing, and then I think I might run away because basically I should have done this a long time ago, but I've just been talking to you guys and eating my Chinese, my leftover Chinese, which was leftover intentionally, by the way. I did leave no leftovers. I basically intentionally saved some chicken balls for the next day because I always do that because I like leftover Chinese, you know, for lunch normally. But it happened to be I already made lunch and ate lunch, and yeah. So basically, I was like, shit, this stuff has to be eaten by today, or it will, you know, be gone off. And even though I've already had 2 dinners today, I decided to have a third because why not? So yeah, I'm going to read out the categories, and you guys know the rules. You basically write down which one you want in the chat next to the stream right now. I'm pointing the right way. Point to the moon. Yep, that way. Or you can vote for next week's category in the comments below, and I will add it to the tallies and the votes and stuff. We have. So I just remembered that somebody else wanted to do. Somebody else already voted for something, and I totally forgot to add it here until I looked at it just now and realized that I didn't do it, but now I did. Jeffy says, were you able to bring food home today from the 40s? The 40s last day today. I didn't bring any food home because I ate all the food that I ate there. But no, this was the leftover Chinese food from yesterday because I saved some so that I could eat it when I got back from the 40s weekend. But I totally forgot that it was in my fridge, and I made dinner anyway for all of us, and I found it when they left tonight, so I decided to eat it, like I just said. Yeah, Beboff is definitely gone. That's sad. I'm sorry, by the way, again. That was really quiet. If anybody that likes the gassiness, I'm sorry about that one. And if anybody that doesn't like the gassiness, then I'm sorry if you did hear that one. But yeah, otherwise it's just me adjusting myself in my chair, which is totally something that I did do, and I did not, in fact, pass gas. That was really British, now that I play that back in my head. Wow. I did not, in fact, do the thing that I said that I might have done in the past, because that would be bad. Blah, 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 blah. Just saying things for the sake of it now. I was going to say I might go to bed now. But no. Jeffrey, I did also explain earlier on in the video exactly what happened today. And all of the food that I had, and all of the drink that I had, and all of that stuff is in a little bit earlier of today's video. So if you want to go look at the playback, then that's great. But I am sorry that you missed it. I would explain it again, but essentially it would take a while, and I want to get on with this. So are we okay with the categories for category selection, guys? Because none of you have mentioned the category selection. Yeah, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it, and let's see how this goes. Right. Remember again, just recapping, you can vote for this week in the chat, or you can vote for next week in the comments below. So yeah, here we go. Just enter the word that you want, or even just the the word of the category that you want. So if it's eating week, then write eating or eating week in the chat or the comments. But here we go. Eating. Fat Daddy's already been done. So I've got to remember which ones have been done. I've already crossed out some of them. There we go. Eating, inflation, belly play, pipe week, live week, bloating week, advice week, piggy noise week, cigar week, art week, feet week, guest week, balloon week, leather week, furry week, funnel week, or squish week. So let me just do those. Let me just do those again because I've completely screwed up. Eating week, inflation week, belly play week, pipe week, live week, bloating week, advice week, piggy noise week, cigar week, art week, feet week, guest week, balloon week, leather week, furry week, funnel week, or squish week. And I will be able to do at least 2 videos on this category this time, because I have got the whole house to myself, and hopefully I will have like maybe 3 or 4 videos. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, remember you can vote for these as many times as you want, but you can only vote once per video. So if you basically, you can, if you want piggy noise week, then you can only write piggy noise week in once in the chat, and I will put it down as that you voted. But if you write down piggy noise week again in the chat, I won't do it. I won't put it down again. But if you write piggy noise in the comments of this video, then I will put you down for another vote. So you get like 2 piggy noises. So that's how that works. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm over explaining this, or if I'm explaining this again, but I do get a lot of people basically saying to me, how do I vote? And what's the whole deal with how many times that I can vote for a specific topic and stuff like that. I get lots of questions. Okay, I get like once or twice a day, maybe, somebody asking me this. So yeah, it's usually like the same guy once a week as well that always asks. But nowadays he's actually switched it up, and is now asking me, to vote for. Now that he knows how to do it, he's asking me to basically vote on his behalf for a specific topic, which is fine. Jeffrey says, belly play week, please. Yeah, sure. Where are we? There we go. Rude Dad says, don't know about anyone else, but the feed keeps cutting out. Well, I'll check the stats quickly. But hopefully you can watch the playback and it should be okay. If you want to watch the playback, I completely understand if you can't or don't want to. So, yeah. But I'm checking the stats now, and the internet is holding strong. Everything's in the green for most part. this computer is not doing so well, but the computer that I'm streaming from is on maximum. You know, it's basically the Wi-Fi is brilliant, the feed is brilliant. There's no lost frames, well, not many lost frames. There's always going to be lost frames. Otherwise, it would be like full HD all the time, which would be awesome, but you know, crazy. And as for my live feed, I'm looking at myself here, and I can clearly see my hand waving, not skipping about at all. And in the playback, I'm watching my hand wave now. And nope, it's not skipping about at all. So yeah, the error or the internet it's not from this end. Everything's looking good from the control room. Oh God. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go away after this and play computer games until I'm tired. The channel's had no real complaints, by the way. This is the first week in forever that basically I've not had a single, you know, I hate you, please die kind of comment. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but essentially it doesn't bother me whenever I get a I hate you or fuck off of YouTube or whatever comment, normally, because they're just words, and I either just flag them, ignore them, or just put them in spam or whatever. You know, honestly, the comments don't bother me. But no, this week, so far, nothing. No bullshit. I've had no bullshit. Panafox is eating. That's great. There is a bit of a problem. Rude Dad, did you want to vote for anything? Because I've got four people have voted this week, and they're all different, which means I'm going to have to do a sudden death thing, which is awkward because basically not a lot of people. It's not fair. The sudden death thing I've decided is kind of not fair on the people that you know have a crappier internet connection, because essentially it means that, like, when I do the sudden death thing, I basically say vote for which one you want me to remove from consideration for this week. So yeah. Rude Dad says I'll go for Balloon Week. That sounds fun. That's actually helped so much, like you wouldn't believe how much that's just helped, because I'd have to come up with a whole new way of basically deciding this, and I hadn't got anything yet. You know, I had no idea how I was going to decide this without doing the sudden death thing. And like I just said, I think the sudden death thing is a bit unfair to the people that have like lagging videos and or just have crappy connections and stuff, because like they might not hear me, or they don't know the rules, or you know, it's not happening for them yet. So basically, they don't know what to write down in the chat. Because I used to do the sudden death thing, in case anybody doesn't know this. Sudden death thing used to be like, you know, okay, when I say go, write for which one is removed, you know, vote for which one is removed from consideration. And the first person that says it in the chat, you know, they'll get that one removed first. So basically, they had the opportunity to remove which ones they didn't want before anybody else that is maybe lagging, you know, got the opportunity to hear that. So I don't know. If you could come up with a system, if anybody knows of a better system to basically remove the categories that are in sudden death, then that would be great. Please let me know. But for now, we don't have to do that because we have a clear winner. Oh, winner. We have a clear winner. I went slightly German accent-y for some reason. I've replaced my V's with with W's and W's with V's. It was confusing. That was an accent, by the way. That was just a lisp. Sorry, yawn. Wow. Okay, so I'll get on with the results, unless anybody else has a vote, although I think everybody that's in the chat right now has basically voted, so all good. And I'll read those results after I read what Jeffrey says. Jeffrey says, you will definitely sleep well tonight, Tubbs, because you didn't sleep much last night. No, I didn't. I had Chinese dreams, you know, Chinese food dreams. Not dreams about Chinese food. I think I had weird dreams because of eating Chinese food. You know what I mean? I dreamt I was basically in a movie, but I couldn't figure out what movie I was in. You know? But it made me wake up several times. And of course, I had to go to the 1940s thing today, so I had to wake up fairly early so that I can get out the door for that. So yeah, I was up quite late, and I didn't sleep that much, and anyway, the results. So this week I will reveal it. For eating week, we have 1 vote. For belly play week, we have 1 vote. For balloon week, we have 2 votes. And for squish week, we have 1 vote. So this week is balloon week, which is happy and fun and great and everything. Although I've got a bad feeling that I'm going to get another noise complaint from the neighbors or something. I say noise complaint, I mean basically they don't yell at me, they just wonder what the hell is going on, because it sounds like it's loud banging, you know, it's loud bangs. So yeah, I have to film that in the middle of the day most of the time, because that's when the traffic goes past my house, and you know, the noise doesn't travel so far all the time. So yeah, Rude Dad says, yay for balloons. If you have any ideas that you want to specifically have put on the balloon agenda, then let me know. You know, if there's something I've done in the past that you'd like me to see me do again with the balloon stuff, then let me know. If you've got any unique ideas that you want me to do with balloons, then let me know. I'll put them on the list, or I might do them. It depends how I'm feeling. I don't think I've got any balloon things on the list. It's the same book, so it's just the back of the book. Let me just have a quick peruse of the list. Balloon bursting boss 2. Ah, need a cigar for that one. Can't do that one. Eat a balloon. Oh, I know what that is. That's basically all inflation, but with a balloon. It's basically balloon blowback, which is fine. Plate of food eaten off of belly table. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, is that a drawing request? No, there's not. Sorry, the art requests are in the same book, but they were actually written because I've got like Close-up feet walking. And somebody's just, this one's just, okay. This one's just 2 words, shirtless eating. So some of them are really fun. Jeffrey says, yay, I love balloon week too. That's good. I do have some ideas. Yeah. There's something I can do as well now that I'm back to normal and not sick anymore. So, and that'll be fun. I hope. It could easily, very, very, very easily suck. So yeah. Oh, the stream did just jump. It's jumping on me. On my playback, not on my. In my control room, everything says it's okay, but on my playback, it is saying that it's jumping. But that's okay because I was leaving anyway. If anybody wants to, I don't know why I put the pen down. I've got to write this down so that I remember which one it is. So it's Balloon Week. So we'll remember Balloon Week. If anybody wants to vote for next week, by the way, if you want to get your vote in early, remember you can vote here and then you can vote in the next week's LiveTUBBS weekly show. But if you want to get an extra vote in, then by all means. I'll read them out one more time for you for next week. So I'm just closing this section off. There we go. So if you want to vote for a moth just died. Here we go. I just got to get it out of the bug zapper or it will keep going at me all the time. But no, that's one very dead moth already. Jeffrey says, I like when you sit on balloons. That was one of my ideas. I was going to reshoot that again because I'm still not happy with it. I'm totally happy with it. I feel like it could be better. Somebody suggested that I don't sit on the sofa. I should sit on the floor, and I might do that. I'm not sure yet. I'll think about it. You know, I should sit on the floor because it's a harder surface, and I was about to say it will hurt more, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to go through the list again, and you can vote early for anything you want, basically. You can also vote in the comment section below, the people in the chat and the people watching this on playback. Here we go. So if you want, for next week, if you want eating week, then write that down. So it's eating week, inflation week, belly play week, pipe week, live week, bloating week, advice week, piggy noise week, cigar week, art week, feet week, guest week, leather week, furry week, funnel week, or squish week. Write that in anywhere you want to write in the chat, down below, wherever. Both even, it's fine with me. So yeah. Definitely popping balloons on a hard surface. Yeah, but the thing is that if I'm sitting down on the floor, I'll be sitting on a balloon and then the balloon will not be there anymore. So I will be crashing down onto the hard surface with my soft bottom. It's not that soft. It's kind of soft. But yeah, it is easier to pop the balloons, but I don't know. I haven't done a blow to pop in a while. I might have just screwed up. I might have just screwed up. For anybody that wanted the surprise ending to, like, remember the Red Pop series, where basically I did a video that kind of like I gave several scenarios, like was I about to squeeze it and make it explode? Was I about to blow it to pop? Or was I going to sit on it to pop it? You don't know which one I was going to do. And I made it this huge mystery about which one it was going to be. And I did something similar the last balloon week before that, where I made it a mystery. But then I might have just screwed it up because I just said what I probably will do for the mystery series, and the people who voted for it, who wanted it, have just heard me say it. I suck. God, forget it. Okay, just forget that. That I never said anything about that. Yeah, okay. Don't watch that bit on playback. If you're watching the last bit before all of the other bits, don't watch the bit where I explain exactly what I do for the mystery part of Balloon Week. Okay. Wow. Oh, I'm almost as bad as that guy that basically spoiled a bit of Game of Thrones sometime last week. I'm not that bad, but you know what I mean. Okay, somebody sent me a picture of myself. I'm going to have to look at that in a minute. But then again, I am going now, so I was just going to quickly check my messages. And so, yeah. If you are following me or know me from like any of my social media or from Grummer or anything like that, then I might be on there in a second. Because like I said, I'm going to check my messages, play a computer game until my food goes down, because I just ate my Chinese leftovers, and then I'm going to go to bed because I am knackerated, which is British slang for exhausted. So, okay. So nobody's got any extra votes. I'm closing the book. Book closed. I can open it again. It's not a huge deal. Because I think Jeffrey might be on a bit of a delay. According to the playback here in the UK, in this part of the world, at least, in this part of the UK, it's got a 20 to 28 second delay, according to this. But it sounds like Jeffrey's on another 20-minute delay thing. Probably not that long, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't know what to say now. I'm done. Better. Okay. I'm a bit out of it tonight. I kind of don't know what. I kind of don't know what's going on around me. Because when I first started the stream tonight, I basically completely forgot that I was starting the stream. Completely forgot about the stream entirely, and was just sitting there wondering, like, what am I doing? And yeah, I looked up and like I saw this screen, and this screen is just the playback, but I thought it was like a mirror or something, and I looked over to that screen and then noticed that it was the same thing, but on a slight delay. And then I noticed that there was a window next to it open, and it was chat, and it was somebody actually telling me that I was on live chat, that I was on live stream. My butt wants to talk now. So, yeah, I just had a similar thing Let's see my nap bite. Ouch. Oh, it's actually come off. It's actually gone. But yeah, I just had that moment again when I was like, what am I doing? I have no idea what that's about. I think I might just be the tiredness. I don't know. I suddenly didn't know where I was, what I was doing. I really hope that it's just like tiredness and not early onset dementia or something. I'm probably just being paranoid about the whole thing. I'm just like, it's fine. I'm just tired. Weird. You are punch happy from lack of sleep. Is that what this is? I don't know. I'm an insomniac, so basically I don't get much sleep anyway. But I've gotten less sleep than usual over the past couple of weeks because I've just been busy and woken up by my aunt and stuff. Hi, Panda Fox. See, I might be crazy. I actually, Tubbs, you're going crazy, says Panda Fox. Yeah, maybe because did you say that you were going to go, or I thought you had left, or were going? But again, that might be somebody else. Oh. I don't know. I just remember the reason why I'm actually sitting in this position with my chair back this far. It's because I was going to move my chair back because I was saying goodbye to you guys. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, right? That's what I was doing? Yeah. I just need hugs. Stretch. I just need hugs and belly rubs. My tummy is feeling a bit cold. Maybe it's the cold. I do get dopey when I'm a bit warmer than the environment that I'm in, you know? And that's definitely happening tonight. I was like earlier tonight. I was actually thinking that there was like there's a bug following around the side of my head, but I don't know if you can tell, but because my beard is slightly longer, again, it's quite puffy. My beard, quite long, but it's just at the corner of my eye. I can actually see my beard, and that's what was bugging me. That was making me think there was an insect hovering around here. When in fact it was just a hair from my beard sticking up. That's what I think it is. I think, yeah. Okay. It's possible. Right. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for keeping me company while I ate my leftovers, and for the nice conversation that we always have, guys. You guys are always great to talk to. I do appreciate it. Even M Best was on tonight earlier, by the way, Jeff. I don't know if you were here for that. But M Best was on here earlier and he was fine. Totally wasn't an arsehole. So yeah. And Howard was on, by the way, Jeff. So you love my full beard. Well, thank you, Jeff. It is getting to the point where I'm starting to lose fingers. Yeah, see that? Anyway, I'm going to run away now, guys. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I'll see you all on tomorrow. I might do some filming with you guys. I might. So be prepared to be here early on. But I also might be doing this again because I really like to sit down in front of the webcam kind of stuff, because it means that I don't have to look at the teeny screen, which is quite far away from me usually when I do like filming and stuff. So yeah, I might do 2 live streams tomorrow, but you know, kind of like I did today, although technically it was 3. You know what I mean? But yeah, again, goodbye everybody. I'll stop rambling. I'll just get on with the going to sleep part of my life. See you guys tomorrow, anytime that I'm on. But yeah, say bye, Tubbs. Let me just put the cursor over the button so I can hit it when I see the word bye, Tubbs. So yeah, say bye, Tubbs. Rude Dad says sleep tight, Tubbs. I've already read that, I think. But thank you. I appreciate it. You too, dude. Look out for the new videos on the Tank Tubbs channel. As usual, Jeffrey says bye, Tubbs. I think you said that before I said say bye, Tubbs. So I don't know if I should wait for another bye, Tubbs. No, I'm pretty sure I'm okay with hitting the button after I read the next comment. Jeffrey Griffin says, very good. I'm glad M-Best behaved. I missed Howard. It's okay. M-Best did behave, and Howard was very sweet. He's just, he's kind of, he's a bit conflicted about his current job, I think. But I might be just misreading that, and I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure you're fine, Howard, if you're watching the playback of this. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's the show. Yes, please go and rest. Please leave. You know, get away. I'm going, Jeff. I'll see you guys tomorrow.